Kimberly Olson here, and we're going to talk about how to sell more daily with the Brand Connect method. And I'm going to break this down into 3 separate episodes so we can do a deep dive in each. And as you see, when you go through all 3 of them, they're all connected and it actually creates a cycle. So the Brand Connect method is the framework that I use not only in my own business, but we've implemented this with over 13,000 students we've worked with to help them develop their brands and monetize them on social media. So the first part of the Brand Connect method is the brand. A lot of times people will tell me that they don't have clarity in their brand messaging with their content. They feel as though they're not really cohesive with their strategy, kind of all over the place. It's also a way to find, you could see it in their content if it's not landing with people, not converting, they're not getting leads. But also I see it with inconsistency. So they're not even posting because they're not really clear on what their brand is. And if you were to do a self-audit, a way to look at this is if people come to your social media, do they know immediately who you are, who you serve, and how you help those people? So whether it's your Facebook cover or an Instagram bio link or description in your bio, that part right there is going to be very telling how concisely you can describe what you do. And it can't be just very vague or not tangible, such as you help people with confidence. It's just too vague, especially in this marketplace. People are taking longer to make buying decisions. They want to know that they're going to get their money's worth, that they're going to get a tangible outcome. So with the Brand Connect method, the first part is the brand clarity. So I want you to be thinking about who you are. Okay, how are you going to describe yourself on social media? You don't need certifications for this, even though we do have over a dozen certifications inside of our suite of offers here at Gold Digger Girl. So reach out if you want to get certified in a specific area of expertise. But with that being said, with the certification and needing that, you don't need a certification to call yourself something. The online space, of course, within, your realm of what you're certifying yourself as or calling yourself, you need to make sure it's legal and compliant. But there isn't someone going around, checking if somebody calls themselves a parenting coach. There's not, a third-party independent company that goes around saying you can say parenting coach or not. It really is the wild, wild west. So what I mean by that is I want you to really boost yourself up here a bit. A lot of the ladies I work with when I first meet them, they're playing small. They're playing small. They don't give themselves enough credit. They don't even consider their life experience or skill sets, maybe in corporate, for example, and they're not showcasing that. So when you think about who you are, you want to put your best foot forward on social media. You also want to represent who you're becoming. So who do you want to embody? How do you want people to feel with your content? So with your personal brand, who you are is first. And people need to know that. It needs to be the first thing they see on Facebook or Instagram or whatever platforms that you're on. When you are live, you're doing a live video or a pre-recorded video, you can introduce yourself that way. I don't, just because I've done a gazillion videos, so you probably already know me by now at this point, and I want to get right to it. However, if I was newer and I was building up that brand visibility, I would probably say, my name's Kimberly Olson, creator of Gold Digger Girl Co. I'm a business coach. I teach female entrepreneurs how to monetize their brands on social and make money every day. So right away, okay, she's a business coach, specifically social media. Okay, I'm a female entrepreneur and I want to make money on social media. Maybe I'll hire her. Or maybe I'll look and see what her programs are. So as you describe yourself, you want it to really resonate with how you want to be seen in the marketplace. Even if you're not feeling completely confident that you're there yet, this is a process. This is a journey. The brand I have today, the aesthetics, the vibe, the posture, the confidence, I didn't have that and I wasn't that when I first started out. But I've continued to evolve as I've gone along and continue to challenge myself to say, who am I becoming? How am I going to grow? How can I serve people at a higher capacity? And when we can get clear on that, we can communicate that through our brand. So who you are, who you serve is the next one. This is another one that people really struggle with is they'll say, I work with, moms who are over 40. I'm like, okay, there's a gazillion moms over 40. You need that person to hear or read what you say and say, she's for me. Kimberly gets me. Kimberly can help me. Kimberly understands my pain and where I'm at. So when you're describing this person, the mom over 40, Let's dial it down a bit and figure out her specific attributes, her season of life, what she's navigating right now. And we want to get really clear. I work with moms over 40 who want to lose the belly fat that they've gained from motherhood and stress, chronic stress, right? As they head into premenopause. That's a totally different mom than you want to work with moms over 40 who are burnt out from their corporate jobs. They've lost their joy and they're unfulfilled. You're going to teach them how to not only start, but actually make their business profitable online. Again, two very different avatars, but still moms over 40. You want to get really specific. You want that person to go, okay, I know exactly who Kimberly's for. And the final part of this is how you serve those people. How do you help those people? This needs to be a tangible outcome, something that can be measured, something specific. So you can do something such as a framework, a method, a proven system, a strategy, and coin that phrase. Would highly recommend that you do that so people can see, for example, with this, the Brand Connect method, when you saw that, you thought, oh, she has a process. Maybe I can learn her method. Maybe I can look at implementing what she's teaching me for my own brand. It gives it instant credibility and also confidence in that person that they know what they're talking about, that they have something that could actually help you. So you don't want to be vague with this. This is why you don't want to say, and help you live the life of your dreams, right? Like it's just too vague. People roll their eyes, okay? No offense if that's yours, but I want to help you. So I'm going to give you some straight talk on this, that it has to be tangible. It has to be something that's measured. So it could be something such as you're helping moms over 40 get the joy back in their lives and feel more fulfilled with your proven mindset routine, guaranteed to help them start feeling better within 10 days, just 5 minutes a day. So the person sees that and says, okay, if I commit to this for 10 days, I just have to give her 5 minutes. I can start seeing improvements in this area. I'm in. I want to know more. Okay. So that's the first part of the Brand Connect method. So I want you to do a self-audit and I want you to ask yourself, is your brand clear? When people come to your Facebook account or your profile on Instagram, do they know right away who you are, who you serve, and how you help those people? And of course, have some kind of CTA with that. If this was helpful, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. You also want to make sure you watch part 2. So if you're watching this when we release it, you need to wait. But if you look below the video or around the video, we'll have part 2 there for you if it's ready. So that way you can get to the second part of the Brand Connect method. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire.